The Fractsidus, otherwise known as the organization with the enemies that drop the most important drop in the game, are closing in on a game-changing victory. We currently know of two of their rankings, the Artifiers and the Overseers. The two Overseers that we know of are the boy behind bars Scar and the Harbinger of Rebirth, Phrolova. On a side note, because this is important, I want to thank everyone for their support on this channel and all the videos. We placed third for the long video category in the 1.2 creator program, and that is thanks to each and every like and comment you leave on these videos. I'll work harder to produce better quality editing and upload more often to set a higher standard as we aim to reach number 1. Please feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions on the style and editing of any of these videos, from lore to guides, news and showcases. Alright, so the overall goal of the Fractsidus is what every person on Solaris 3 wants: to overcome the impending threat of the Lament. Their means of obtaining this, well, that is the part that is questionable. The Fractsidus' ideal to overcome the Lament is unity with the Trinodians rather than repelling their Wuthering Waves. For those wondering what Wuthering Waves means, wuthering means a strong force or wind, and waves refers to how frequencies travel. Strong wind is a metaphor for the invisible or unseen force of the Lament, and they are in the form of resonant frequencies or reverberations. Now the next bit is a spoiler warning for those who have not completed Act 7 of the main story, which is the Mount Firmament section. By the end, we learn that Phrolova has been stalking Rover's journey. Beautiful! Frolova's dialogue is what sets up the biggest teaser for Rinascita's story events. The second Resonance Awakening somewhat confirms the theory of the artificial resonator being a reverse engineered resonator rather than a scientifically occurring resonator. To achieve unity with the Trinodians and to become a strong civilization, the Fractsidus are working towards manually triggering the Seconding Awakening resonance event. This would explain why Scar resembles Geshu-Lun, why he has the power of two elements, and why he has a monstrous form. Phrolova says complete control is within reach, so that means they currently have partial control over the process. It also gives us a look at Scar's possible kit. If his current persona becomes playable, that means if we don't alter him in any way, then he may be one of the first playable artificial resonators. Phrolova, on the other hand, is way more terrifying. We haven't really seen her resonance abilities, only her spider lily. It's also the design of her clothing. Spider lily not only represents death or the afterlife, it also represents rebirth. The part that refers to death has already been shown with Phrolova summoning the TDs. The rebirth part is what has much more meaning and some foreshadowing. The other name we know for rebirth is Rinascita. And from previous events, we know that rebirth of Overthrax was the underlying threat in Grand Warstorm. This threat has only been suppressed in the story, not entirely overcome. And whenever you mention Overthrax, there is also Geshu-Lun. While this may not be the rebirth of Overthrax, since the Trinodian is in Northfall Barrens, it might foreshadow the rebirth of Geshu-Lun due to the success of the Second Awakening. All of these names and symbolism seem to foreshadow the success that the Fractsidus will find in their attempts to achieve Phrolova's so-called Second Resonance Awakening. Success of this process would also mean the birth of a new era, as Phrolova mentions that this will enable them with the power to rival Sentinels. None of this, however, seems to directly threaten the civilization of Solaris 3. The only negative side is that it alters the lifestyle because it's an uncertain change. In other words, it's both good and evil. The Greek personification for both good and evil is Abraxas, which in Wuthering Waves is played on and shortened to Abby. And just a small teaser for my next video. Did you know there's actually a third member of the Fractsidus, and she's seen in the reflection of the water during Jian's first appearance cutscene. This is the only time we've seen this character. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video.